It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. I'm a little bit delirious. I'm hungry. I think I see dildos on my ceiling. But even in my most worn out state, I have more common sense in my left testicle than the majority of people that use Twitter. It's no secret that I hate Black Lives Matter. I hate the shirts. I hate the organization. I hate the hashtags. I hate it all because I view them as a bunch of race grifting hypocrites that only dance when the white man is around to make them dance. And even in my hatred, I have to come to their defense because they were unnecessarily put in something that had nothing to do with them. And I know around this channel we like to talk about common sense and how a lot of people choose to do things that lack the necessary common sense for them to actually see clearly. And I know I shouldn't have to say this, there's no need for me to say this, but just in case there's the one random person out there that's thinking about doing something stupid, do not blame others or another group of organizations when you get caught. I don't care if it's you vandalizing property or jerking off in a public bathroom. You chose to do something stupid and you made that bed, so you gotta lie in it. All that nasty semen and all, you have to lay in your own problems. And with that being said, Florida man wanted for putting a hit on someone while blaming BLM. A 51-year-old Florida man has pleaded guilty to one count of hit for hire, according to a news release from the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Florida. In June of 2020, Daniel Slater asked an associate to hit members of his ex-girlfriend's family and tried to make it appear as though members of Black Lives Matter movement were responsible. The associate was working as an FBI informant and recorded the conversations. Slater of Palm Beach County faces up to 10 years in prison. CNN reached out to Slater's attorney, Richard Della Fera, who said he is not in a position to comment since Slater is awaiting sentencing. During a series of meetings between Slater and the associate, the two hashed out plans to hit members of Slater's ex-girlfriend's family. The pair discussed logistics, and the informant, as instructed by law enforcement, told Slater that they would be relying on a hitman to help carry out the hit. Unbeknownst to Slater, the hitman was an undercover FBI agent. In return for the hits, Slater agreed to just take a little bit off of a debt the associate owed him. Law enforcement had provided the associate audio and video recording devices. According to details in the court documents, Slater carefully planned the details of the hit and showed his associates how to execute it. The factual proffer says Slater pointed out a window in the home and explained that the intended victims sat in their living room at specific times and told the informant to shoot them through the window during one of those times. Slater also instructed the informant to spray paint the home to make it appear as if members associated with the Black Lives Matter movement were responsible for the hits. Later that month, Slater and the associate met. According to court documents, the associate showed the defendant a photograph that had been doctored by law enforcement, appearing to show the couple had been whacked. The factual proffer said Slater paid the informant $400 for the hitman and promised additional payment, according to the complaint. In the end, the planned hits did not occur and the intended victims suffered no physical harm. And it's just that level of stupidity that makes me think, what is wrong with this human being? Why would you think that you could probably Google search, "Can I hire a hitman?" and think no one would track you for that? That's something where we would actually need to make sure we have a back catalog of this person and the history of things that they've said and done, because this idiot is a unique danger. And where I'm gonna bring in BLM is that I understand people hate them, but guess what? You're not gonna really convince people that BLM took part in some gang hit that led to a bunch of people getting whacked. It's gonna be hard to sell people on that. I understand that we got videos of them robbing people and then beating people on the street, but actively going into people's homes, I just don't think that's quite feasible, even for these little teenagers that think they're fighting for the black community. And I just view that as an opportunity wasted for someone who is just so disturbed they wanted to hit their own ex-girlfriend, probably because he didn't get his dick up, and he's just a sad human being. So hopefully that sad human being can enjoy a nice long 10-year sensational conquest with Big Tyrone, because if there's one thing we know about Big Tyrone, he likes white meat. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video. Do not be this damn stupid.